Innovative cuisine, generous portions, and a romantic atmosphere are just some of the great things diners had to say about Villaggio Prime Bar and Grill in Cotuit, Mass. So you know we had to check it out.
Good afternoon, I'm Chef Jay at the Villaggio Prime Bar and Grill. I'm going to be making one of my special seafood dishes that I do here at the restaurant called Seafood Zingarella. And here we go. A little bit of olive oil, dash of lemon, Italian seasoning, a little bit of garlic, a little bit of shallots, some fresh chopped basil, asparagus, some scallops, and some shrimp to start with. I'm going to let that simmer and cook a little bit. We'll start the second side. Nice sear on them. I'm going to add some sun-dried tomato, artichoke hearts, a good count of sambuca. Let the alcohol cook off. So I came up with this dish because I was told that you can't do seafood in a cream sauce. And now it's one of my #1 sellers on the menu. There we go. Nice dose of 40% heavy cream. Let that simmer. And then we'll be tightening it up in a moment. We do everything to order, so there will be a little bit of a waiting time. But once you eat it, then you understand why it was worth the wait. So you can see it's starting to tighten up a little bit. Go a little bit more. Then we're going to add some unsalted butter dredged in flour to help thicken it. Nice and saucy. It's coming together very nicely. So when we put our dishes together, we want it so that you can taste all the ingredients. We don't overpower any one ingredient in our dishes. So we're going to add its last ingredient before the pasta, which is the lobster meat. Generous amount of it. We're going to put penny pasta with it. So we're going to flash that so it's al dente. Good 15, 16 seconds. Want to make sure we drain all the water out of it. So we put the pasta in the dish first, in the bowl. So we're going to go ahead and put all these ingredients that we just cooked right on top. Garnish it with a little bit of parsley, a nice fresh purple orchid on top. And that is our Seafood Zingarella dish. My sons Anthony and Nick would like to welcome you to Villaggio Prime Bar and Grill. So Villaggio started back in 2004. I was on Main Street in Falmouth, and it was a little place right on Main Street. After a couple of stops in between, I ended up here in 2014. We do have 2 floors, so the restaurant's a lot larger than people think, because there's 8 dining rooms between both floors. It started back 5 generations ago with my great-grandmother, who passed it on to my grandfather out in Worcester. And it's a lot of family recipes, new ideas and new things that I add to it. And it's a little different when the chef is the owner and it's family, because you use the best ingredients. You take your time putting things together. We cook to order. All our sauces are pretty much made in pan. People understand that, and they come more and more every year. Well, we'll start with the Italian. That's your basic chicken parm on top of a bucatini with our homemade tomato sauce, which is a combination of both my grandfather and my grandmother's recipe. Here's our prime steak. It's a 16-ounce New York sirloin. Again, all our steaks are prime. This here is a salmon macadamia. This is a macadamia-encrusted salmon with a macadamia liqueur sauce. This here is my Seafood Zingarella. You know, being on the Cape and everybody doing lobster rolls, I came up with something a little more elaborate, and it's the lobster burrito. It's basically, it's fried dough. You see the powdered sugar on top of it, and it's got avocado, tomatoes, baby arugula, a healthy dose of lobster meat in there. I make a citrus aioli to kind of smooth it out a little bit with some goat cheese. And then this here is just a version of the Villaggio salad, which is your basic garden salad. We have a lot of things on the menu that you're not going to find in other places. The nice thing with my children in the kitchen now, it gives me the opportunity to be out front to greet and talk to my customers and ensure that they have a great experience while they're here.
4 generations of Italian family recipes combined with innovative cuisine to bring joy to diners craving a night out. That's my perspective. Hey, New England, what's your perspective? Villaggio Prime Bar and Grill in Cotuit, Mass.